Good morning. Today is the big day. I'm heading down to Lockhart, officially seen as the barbecue capital of Texas, to the point where the state legislature deemed it as such in 2003, just to slight seesaw debate. But it's got like a fascinating history as well. It's the first place. It's called Kreuz Market, which started operating, I think, around 1900, and it went through to like the families within the Kreuz family. But then it was sold to one of the long-term butchers, a guy called Edgar Schmidt, and he carried on operating it as Kreuz Market. But then and then Edgar Schmidt sold the Kreuz Market business to his sons. But then when he died, he actually left the building to the daughter. So there's then the position where the sons own the business and the daughter owned the building, and they had a massive falling out about rent and ways of doing business and so on and so forth. So the sons basically took the sons took Kreuz Market, the business, out of that building and opened up down the street. So that is what is now called Kreuz Market. And what was Kreuz Market, which is in the original building that was rebuilt in the 1930s, was then renamed by the daughter Smitty's Market, as in Edgar Schmidt, the original butcher and dad, so on and so forth. So Kreuz Market is the oldest barbecue, but Smitty's is the one where it all began, basically, in terms of the building, and that's where the open fires are and so on and so forth. You then got Black's BBQ as well, which, again, massive family business, 4 generations of family in the same building from 1934. But as seems to be the case with Texas BBQ, the guy that was running Black's BBQ, his 2 nephews thought that it was beginning to deviate from the original family traditions and so on and so forth. So they split away and opened up Terry Black's. There's one in Austin, there's one in Dallas, and now there is one in Lockhart, right at the start of the street that has got the big 4 on, Smitty's, Kreuz, Black's, and Lockhart Chisholm Trail, which, although is slightly newer, is still meant to be really good and where all of the locals go. So you've got the big 4, plus then another Terry Black's, which is coming at the start of the street. I think I'm going to miss off Terry Black's because it's newer. There's one in Dallas. There's not as much. There's not as much special about that one. Maybe Chisholm Trail as well, because all of the rich history really is in Smitty's, Kreuz, and Black's. But yeah, really excited to head down there. Let's see how we get on. This town. On the way into town, there's a huge, Terry Black's is the first one you come to, but then there's a huge advert for Black's, like the true authentic first Black's of Lockhart. I stopped by Terry Black's just to have a nose around, and he's got 6 massive smokers. He's saying they're doing about 300 briskets a day. Absolutely mind-blowing, but really nice guy. And I opened up a few of the smokers, showed me some of the briskets, taught me about the temperature ranges that they run through. He was big advocate of saying it's got to be like the old style Kreuz or Kreuz, however you pronounce it, and Smitty's are the old style, and they won't taste as nice, but it is as authentic. It is sort of like the true authenticity. So I think I am going to hold off on Terry Black's till Dallas, I think, even though the guy was so nice. Walking down to Kreuz at the moment, I can see this wood pile. I'll show you that in a second. I just stopped in at Mill Scale Metalworks. Just got to poke your head in and have a nose, and he talked me through how they make them and saw the propane tanks in the back. And it's like a $4,500, but it was absolute thing of beauty. Again, like it'll be on Instagram as well. But yeah, I can see that I'm beginning to approach Kreuz. I'm just going to turn around. You can just have a look at the wood pile they've got going on. I mean, that's a lot of wood. Let's go and have a look. Right, made it down to Kreuz. Yeah, I mean, I saw all the wood out the back. Got a stack load of smokers. Looks pretty impressive. So we're gonna head in and try and go easy to save space for everything else. Yeah, so we're just in the back of Kreuz. These are their smokers. Just had a chat with the guys. They open up the pits for me. You can see the brisket, the chicken, the turkey, the links, the beef rib. Yeah, it's a pretty epic experience. This is the main food hall. So that first counter is where you buy sides and drinks, but out the back is where you pay for and get the meat. Got to save space for the other places, so no sides. I've gone cheese and jalapeno sausage, slice of brisket, and a pork rib. Yeah, really nice guy again. Just explained the situation and just sorted me out with a few different bits. Okay, here we go. Let's start off with the brisket. Oh, that's lovely. Really tender. A lot of flavour in the fat coming through. Oh. Right, pork rib. Again, mega soft. This is spare now. Especially on pork rind in Memphis, but that is really good. And then full link. It's so hot, really hot. There's a jalapeno coming through. Oh man. This town. Made it down to Smitty's market. I mean, this isn't even their primary smoke. You can see a smoker and all the wood behind me. And then here it is. So yeah, high expectations for this place. Meant to be like pretty much unchanged since the early days. Legend has it the fire has never been out since 1900. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So yeah, that's the entry door on the right. You walk through, open fire pit. I've never seen anything like it. What a place. Okay, yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
No, this is the original period. And there you meet hooks.
The trees, the light above it.
So yeah, proper old school in here. So basically just decided to do the same thing again because these Kreuz and Smitty's are a little bit different in the kind of pits they've got, so I thought I'd have the same and just compare them head to head, and then maybe, I don't know, next spot get pork chop or a bit of turkey or chicken or something just to mix it up a bit. Okay, let's do the same order as last time, so brisket first. Okay, I'll say it quieter. Not nearly as good. Put the pull. Actually. Bang average. Okay, pork rib. Again, it's got quite a lot of bite. And their picture must be running hotter or something, or they cook hotter than other places. They said it was like more traditional. But a nice sweetness to it as well. Okay, the sausage. Okay, quite fatty. I mean, it's the oldest place in town. Looks like it, but yeah, not as good as the last place. Yeah, and that was an amazing experience. So, I mean, in terms of the food, you know, in the brisket was a little bit tough, to be honest with you. Didn't pull apart. Sausage was quite fatty. The rib, I think, was actually nicer. The rib was really good. But then, like, I was going to the restroom, the toilet, whatever, and just got chatting to a woman who was wearing like a Smitty's t-shirt, and then she called over some old boy, been working there since 1972. And then they just took me through the pits, they took me into the basement, took me into the chiller, saw the old meat hooks, took me to where the butcher's counter used to be. Again, I took loads of pictures. I just want to soak it all in rather than film every little bit of it, but I filmed a little bit of us in the walk-in chiller, as you'll have seen. But yeah, I mean, the food wasn't as good, but just in terms of the character, and like you can just see like the smoke burn on the walls that will have been there for like over 100 years, and just the smell of the place as well, and the open fire. I mean, it was truly unique place, truly unique experience, and just really nice that guy to sort of like walk me through it all and show me what goes on there, really. I mean, yeah, it's been, I mean, what a place. What a place. Oh no, I'll never forget that. So I just wanted to pop back and show this. This is on Commerce Street, it's on the way into Lockhart. So the first joint you come to is Terry Black's. So what have they put right on the entry into the town? Big advert for Black's Original, reminding everybody that it is the original Black's of Lockhart. Now that Terry Black has opened up a couple of blocks down the street. Okay, so I've made it down to Black's BBQ. It's just at the bottom of Main Street, Lockhart. Just panning around, so you can see the original North Side Market, which was owned by the Blacks originally. And then, yeah, Black's BBQ right here, just at the bottom of Main Street. But in terms of making sure that the beef stays in barbecue, what do we have literally opposite Black's BBQ? But the corporate offices of Terry Black's BBQ. So they've literally opened up their back office HQ opposite the family rivals. Breathtakingly superb. Last leg of the Lockhart Holy Trinity, Black's BBQ. I'm really not very hungry, but let's go for it. Right, I've made it onto Black's. I'm not massively hungry, but you've got to try it, right? Spoke to guys behind the counter. They hear where I'm coming from, but they're like, look, best known for the brisket, the rib and the sausage. And then, you know what? To hell with it. Then you can have had the same thing everywhere and you can directly compare and contrast. So, done the same again. Let's go for it. Okay, so mix it up a bit. Let's go with the sausage first. It's cheese and jalapeno again. A lot more jalapeno flavour in that one. It's nice. Pork rib, it's pretty decent. So whereas at Smitty's there's a lot of flavour on the rub or whatever they were using on the side, I mean, there's not really anything on here. It's just the meat. So all you're tasting is the meat with the smoke. And quite nice. But yeah, completely different taste profile because it's much more smoky. And then on the brisket, they said I should go for a fatty bit because that's where all the flavour is. And this looks pretty extraordinary. I mean, I can't pick it up without it falling apart. Look at this. That is, I mean, a pull test, that's the best so far. That is really good. Really moist, really tender. I'm going to get that hit a seam of fat. Oh, there's so much flavour in there. And beautiful smoke ring as well. Please just stop by. Very good, especially the brisket. And nice to try this rib that's completely different as well. But that brisket is absolutely outstanding. Best brisket was Black's, to be fair. That was really good. Best rib was Smitty's, and best sausage was Kreuz. In terms of this general ambience and the feel of, I mean, I love Kreuz. It was just huge, and all of the pits, that was really great. Smitty's, if I'm honest, the food was a little bit of a letdown, but was totally more than made up for by that tour I was given by the old boy. I mean, that was just like mind-blowing. I think I forgot to mention they've even got a well in the basement as well, and he was talking me through all the history. It was like my own private guided tour of like a barbecue museum, and then you could just see like the smoke's just taken over that building because it's been there for so long. And then Black's is okay. It just felt more like a normal barbecue joint kind of thing, if you can get that here. But then, yeah, I mean, they're a really friendly bunch in there as well. The only place where they said I wasn't able to go and look at the pits, everywhere else was more than happy to talk me through. But then David, the guy at Millscale, said like they are a little bit more secretive and they're not as open as some of the other places. So I guess that's to be expected. And they got a sign on the door that says open 8 days a week. So I asked one of the pit bosses, and he said it's because they're open on Sundays, but you work twice as hard on a Sunday, so that's why they're open 8 days a week.